I'm saying when two drones are shot into the desert and drop harmlessly, you don't have to knock down buildings in Beirut. They could behave better. And frankly, they could do a better job.
A quiet shift in a decades-old alliance has suddenly sent shockwaves through global diplomacy, forcing the world to reconsider who truly holds the leverage in the Middle East. At the conclusion of a high-stakes G7 summit in France, a single public statement threatened to re-index the geopolitical balance between Washington and its closest ally. The public fracture became undeniable when United States President Donald Trump openly rebuked Israeli military operations in Lebanon. Standing at a press conference alongside Secretary of State Marco Rubio, the president delivered an unexpected critique of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's heavy-handed tactics against Hezbollah. The commander-in-chief argued that Israel could do better, stating that when two drones are shot into the desert and drop harmlessly, there is no need to knock down entire buildings in Beirut. This rhetorical broadside coincided with the unveiling of a new, highly contested U.S. Iran Memorandum of Understanding designed to freeze regional hostilities and reopen the critical Strait of Hormuz. While affirming Israel's fundamental right to self-defense, the administration explicitly called for a softer touch, lamenting that Lebanon has been living in hell.
They could do a much better job with Hezbollah. On that, I don't think they're doing well. And I feel very bad for Lebanon. For the last 50, 60 years, they have been just trashed. They have been living in hell.
This unexpected friction matters immensely because it represents a rare, public divergence in U.S.-Israeli strategic alignment during a hot war. Supporters of the administration's pragmatic approach are relieved, arguing that unchecked urban escalation in Beirut risks dragging the global economy into a deep depression by spiking energy prices and tanking financial markets. They view a managed diplomatic framework as the only logical path to achieve long-term regional stability. Conversely, staunch defense hawks and critics are deeply alarmed, warning that publicly micromanaging an ally's military response compromises deterrence and inadvertently emboldens proxy networks. By suggesting that Israel should absorb low-impact drone incursions without dynamic retaliation, the statement challenges the core tenets of traditional security partnerships. The potential consequences of this diplomatic pivots could fundamentally reshape foreign policy and global power structures. If Washington continues to condition its support or demand tactical restraint, it may force Netanyahu's government to seek alternative security guarantees or accelerate independent operations, potentially fracturing the broader Western coalition. Furthermore, this internal friction could significantly influence upcoming domestic elections, as voters weigh the economic benefits of avoiding a wider war against the perceived abandonment of a historic partner. Ultimately, this rhetorical escalation exposes a deep reality within modern geopolitics. When the world's superpower openly demands that its closest ally behave better on the global stage, the traditional boundaries of wartime diplomacy are completely rewritten. It leaves a powerful observation that in a world teetering on the edge of economic and military ruin, even the oldest alliances are subject to the cold calculations of political survival.